Welcome to Excellence in Excel, and in this video we're going to focus on creating for the Advanced Excel challenge here the tariff calculation. And what we want to do now, and this is part 10 of the video, we're going to start duplicating most of the code what we have, but what I want to do now is, for example, here right now we have the total packs of 2. We get a calculation and everything is fine. What happens if we have 1? Then if we have only 1, you will see that the price will be only this. However, the rates, if it's 1, is completely different compared to 2. And that is what we need to do right now. So that means that we need to almost duplicate most of the code quickly. Since we can see here, if you have here the price brackets per month, you will see here the single has different rates compared to the twin or triple. And same also for the special additional charges here for these special holidays. It is $26 instead of $13. And if you have the weekend charge is just double. So basically these are double, so we can quickly play with that. But what we do need to consider is we need to make sure that we have the right rates here, because these are different and they are not a standard formula, if I'm not mistaken. But we can double check that if there's any formula for this. So let's start with this first. So we're going to get these here, and if I see here, I see $80 difference, and then here this is not $80, it's probably a bit more. So this is $120 or $119 difference, and same here. Then here's again $78, meaning that there's not a real consistent amount that is different. So we need to make a real separate list. So let's do that. So we have here a rate, and then I guess we have all of these as well here. And what we want to do now is very simple. We're going to use this here. Let's copy this, and as you can see, we now start to slightly struggle with all these formulas. So I'm going to double check if I can maybe remove this here. If I remove this, I'm not sure, because these are all for the special rates. Does it? If I delete this, let's see what happens. So you can see we are not able to delete this yet. So can I move this? Let's see if I can move this, because these are just the rates. There, you can move it here. Do I see any impact? No. So that means that's fine. So I'm going to move this down. There's no impact yet, but if there would be, we probably have to solve that. But right now, not needed. And I see that this is just copied instead of moving it. Let's see, do we have? Yeah, that doesn't work. Of course, because we need to move this, not copy. And now I guess Excel has some trouble here to move this down. So I'm going to put this here. Let's grab this. And yes, okay. I want to replace it, and there you are. So alright. So we did this now, and since we had an absolute reference probably here, or it just understands it that this is perfectly fine. Okay, see here, this is an absolute reference probably. It got that. Alright. Now what we can do here is we need to work here with another bracket. And this bracket is for 3 days. This is an extra night. Extra night, if I'm not mistaken, extra night is just a double rate. We can just double check that. Is extra night double? No, that's not. Extra night is slightly different formula as well. So we need to put them separate in here. Later on, we probably need to move all of these to a better location where we can make like a formula sheet and a input sheet here like these, and then we have also the final price calculation. So we've got this now. Now we all have to do is to adjust the rates. So let's see what's the rates for 3 days 2 nights. We have here 3 days 2 nights. This is 3 days 2 nights for the single. 137. We have 189 and 134. All right. So we have 137 134 and 189. There we are. Next we have to solve this one here. What do we have here? Double check again. For 4 days 3 nights we have 190, 268 and 186. So we say here 190, 268 and 196 if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check. Here 186 and here 268 and 186. There you are. So we've got this. Now we have the final one, which are the extra nights depending on the brackets. So how much are the extra nights? 63, 89 and 62. So 63, 89 and 62. There we are. So now we have this, and now let's start to continue with our new formula, what we can do. So what we can do here is just exactly the same as what we have here. And what I'm going to do now is, so let's see here, I see here there's something, let's say unhide this. Alright, so I'm going to extend this and I'm going to insert more things. So since you probably followed my videos in the previous lessons, you will have a decent estimation of what you need to do. And what we're going to do is very simple. We're going to just copy this one here. Basically all these things here right now. This is the number one. What we're going to do is we're going to just calculate this, and then we just use this here. With all these special rates are multiplied by 2. So that's simple. So we don't have to do much formulas for this. But we do need to make sure that we get the right VLOOKUP to get the right matching value here. So let's do that. So we're going to do VLOOKUP, open parentheses, and then we say lookup value is this, comma, this is our bracket for the 3 days 2 nights, comma, and in table number 2, or for column number 2, and this is range, yes, close. Alright, so this works. F4, F4, press F4 to lock the cells into place. That's nice. So we have this part. Let's do exactly the same, but then VLOOKUP, open parentheses, you select this, and then we select the 4 days 3 nights area for the rates, comma 2 because of the second column, comma number 1 for range lookup to confirm, enter. Same story, so maybe I can just copy this. I'll just copy this one here, and this I will just freeze. Oh, and right now I'm just clicking something and that gets a conflict. So I need to press here F4, F4, enter. So this is fine. So this you can see here. This one I need to solve right now. Alright. So how do we solve this? Very simple. You can say the table array is incorrect. We need to move the table array here for the extra night. And this is not B4, but it is A4. And you can see here. You select this. And everything else is correct. Enter. So let's put this on an F4 to freeze the cells. There we are. We select all 3 and double click on this small square here. Hopla. There you are. So instantly everything is being filled up. So we have everything, but we're not done yet. We're going to the extra of the weekend specials. So we can see here what we did. We have here the rates. And we have here our total, and the total works like that. So what we can do is simple. We're going to just copy almost exactly the same for our single. Yes, and then we add that up. Because we already have the total, but the total needs to be plus the special rate, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just skip this one here because I know that this one is only, or this is the total, and let's see, is this is just the VLOOKUP. So we're going to just reduce the columns. As you can see right now, our columns are starting to become really huge. So we need to make sure that this is faster and more efficient. So I'm going to do exactly the same here. because this is for 2 nights, so it means this plus this. Enter. Nothing happens. If I double click on this, you can see now it will start to increase the rate if this. But then you say, wait a minute, this should be double. You're right. So let's put it in brackets. And then we say here, and the reason why we put this in brackets is because this gets priority then. So it will first multiply here within the bracket by 2. And after that, it will start to add up the standard rate. Now you can see we have this. This works perfectly. Same story here. What we're going to do is we're going to add up here. Then we say plus, and then open parentheses. It's not brackets, sorry, I'm using brackets, but this is open parentheses. And we say, because this is for 3 nights, we need to say plus this, plus this, plus this, and then multiply by 2, and then close. Enter. Nothing happens here, but if I double click on this, everything adjusts. So now we have quickly our rates for one person. But of course, we're not done yet because we need to add up this part here where we can calculate everything. We'll do that in the next video. So if you like the tips and tricks regarding to Excel, check out my link below. In there you have a wonderful Excel course. And if you have any questions regarding to this video, post them in the comment section and I'll make sure I respond back to you.